Otters are some of the most adorable animals on the planet. When these kayakers were out on the water, they got the surprise of a lifetime when an otter decided to stop by and say hi. Otters are some of the most playful and engaging animals. They have highly developed social skills, in turn making them super friendly. Otters are super playful mammals as well. You can catch them performing cool tricks like juggling rocks, and they play amongst themselves a lot too. Otters are so playful that one decided to make a surprise visit to a fellow kayaker. A kayaker was out on the water enjoying the day when they got a surprise of a lifetime. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now back to the story. The kayaker was just paddling along in the water and enjoying a relaxing day. Then suddenly, out of nowhere, an otter decided to drop by and say hello. However, the otter wanted to get pretty close. The otter said hello, and the kayaker was happy to see it. However, this wasn't enough of an interaction for him. He decided to check out the kayak out of curiosity. Out of nowhere, the otter decided that he wanted to hop onto the kayak and join the female kayaker. It seems that he was on the lookout for a new best friend and found the perfect human. You won't believe the sweet thing he does next. Once the otter got onto the kayak, he decided to show some affection to his new companion, so the otter began to cuddle up on the female kayaker's leg. Once the cuddle session was over, however, the little otter decided it was time to head out. Otter coats are designed perfectly for getting in and out of the water, so this little otter had no problem hopping out. Once he got out, he jumped back into the water and swam away. However, this kayaker isn't the first lucky one to encounter an adorable wild animal out on the water. When one kayaker was out on the North Sea, they were approached by one of the sweetest wild animals. Some kayakers were out on the arm of the North Sea near Edinburgh enjoying a day of paddling. Everything was going as planned until something totally unexpected happened. An animal decided to head over to the kayakers. From afar, the kayakers spotted the cutest sea animal that one can ever encounter. It happened to be a gray seal, and it was heading over to where the kayakers were paddling. The kayakers were pretty excited by the sighting and just expected that the seal would go off on its own way. However, instead, this little seal decided to swim closer to the kayakers in a curious manner. The kayakers began filming the situation as it was pretty extraordinary. That's when the seal got close enough to the kayak for them to be within arm's length. Then the seal decided to do something crazy. The seal's curiosity got the best of him, and so he decided to see what it would be like to hang out on a kayak too. So he jumped up and sat on the back of the kayak. The kayakers were stunned. Initially, I was nervous. It was a wild animal. You never know how it could react, says Alistair Forrest, one of the kayakers that captured the video on footage. Soon, Forrest realized that the seal wasn't injured or in danger. So the seal decided to hang out for a bit. After all, he had already made his way onto the kayak. He may as well enjoy his time on it after all of the effort made. Seals are incredibly intelligent creatures. When they find themselves in an unfamiliar situation, their initial reaction is to investigate. This is probably why the seal hopped onto the kayak in the first place. Eventually, the seal grew bored of the yellow kayak and decided to see what the red one had in store for him. So he hopped his way over to the other one. He seemed pretty pleased with himself. The video has since been uploaded onto the National Geographic YouTube channel. It has received over 1 million views. Everyone is just as interested in seeing a juvenile seal interact with some kayakers. You never know what kind of interesting encounters you'll see out on the sea. These lucky kayakers got to interact with some of the sweetest wild animals in the water. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.